Hi, I'm Sarah from Paris. I live with my single mom and unfortunately my sister Zoa, who's always been my biggest rival, and a pain in my butt. Like, when I was 5, a tutor would come to teach us, and one day he praised me in front of my mom.
Ma'am, your Sarah is a brilliant child. She's a quick learner. She can understand a concept in just an hour, but for the same thing, Zoa takes 3 days.
Zoa couldn't tolerate this and hit me hard on my head with a notebook. Before I could react, Mom yelled at her and grounded her for a week. I never really understood why she was jealous of me for being smarter. I wasn't jealous of her for being prettier. Whenever we went out together, people noticed her first and gave her compliments, but she was still so insecure. But maybe the reason why she really hated me was because I was fearless. Once when I was 10, the 3 of us were out on a picnic when I noticed a man snatch a woman's purse and run away. I immediately stuck out my leg and he tripped and fell down hard. The thief was taken away by the police, and everyone there clapped for me except for Zoa. Mom was pretty freaked out too.
Sarah, the thief could have had a weapon. He could have hurt you. Don't do that again. You're just a child.
Yeah, dummy cow. This is not some movie where you pretend to be an action hero. This is real life, and I'm afraid one day someone might cut you down into pieces.
I know what your actual concern is, Zoa, and it's not for my safety. You just can't stand it when I'm praised by people, can you?
Oh, please. I get plenty of praise because I'm so pretty. Have you ever heard someone use that word for you? I bet you can't even spell it. It's P-R-E-T-Y.
You forgot a T dinosaur brains.
And you forgot my hand dinosaur face.
And suddenly she slapped me, and we broke into a huge fight right in the middle of the park. As we grew up, she became prettier and more popular in school. All the time, boys would roam around her, while her minions cracked jokes about how I must be adopted. But I never let Zoa or any of those bullies get to me. I was smarter and stronger than those idiots any day. Once in 9th grade, I was looking for a book in the library when I noticed a boy staring at me from a gap in the shelf. I just went back to my seat and started reading my book, but he sat down in front of me.
Hey, what's your name? You're very pretty.
No way! This was definitely a prank. If I was really pretty, why was he the first boy to say so? I just walked off without a reply. I was in no mood to be made fun of, but the next day when I was walking through the hallway, I suddenly tripped over something and went flying straight into someone's arms. It was the boy from the library. Oh, thank you so much.
If you want to thank me, just tell me your name, please.
I did, and it turned out his name was Henry, and he was my senior. We became good friends and started hanging out together all of the time. One day when I went to the cafeteria, I found a large poster stuck to a wall. It was my picture with an ugly mustache and devil horns in the caption, Sarah, the ugly monster. As I saw Zoa and her friends cackling in the distance, I was about to tear it down when Henry walked in.
Wow, someone's really jealous of your beauty, Sarah.
And with that, he tore it in half. Then he turned to me and said in front of everyone,
I think you're the most beautiful girl here, and you're smart and funny. You're just amazing. Will you be my girlfriend, Sarah?
I was shocked, but I said yes. And what made me even happier was seeing Zoa burn with rage. The next few days, I felt like a princess in some fairy tale. I would roam around with Henry, he would bring me roses, and would lie with his head in my lap for hours. It was all so beautiful. Then one day, he asked me to go to a party with him. That evening, I was getting ready when Zoa came running into my room all breathless.
Sarah, my sister, I need to tell you something. Please stay away from Henry because he is a cheater. He is dating 3 girls, including me and you. He just kissed me today out of the blue.
What? You're such a psycho liar. Get out of my room, Zoa. But then she showed me something that left me stunned. It was a picture where she and Henry were kissing. I couldn't believe it. I ran to the washroom and Zoa followed me.
Sarah, why are you crying? So what if he found me more attractive than you and kissed me? At least now we know his true colors. Don't cry, sis. This is for the best.
I angrily pushed her aside. I'm not crying. Something just went into my eye. And I don't care if he kissed you. He's still my boyfriend. Get out now. I left home pretending to see Henry, but of course I wasn't going to meet that jerk. I went to a park and sat alone and kept rejecting his phone calls. When he kept messaging me, I sent him the pictures Zoa showed me. He started giving me excuses, but I didn't believe a single word he said. After an hour, I went home as if everything was perfectly fine. The next day in school, I was sitting on the bleachers when someone tapped on my shoulder. It was Henry. Just as he began speaking, I grabbed him by his collar angrily. Listen, I told you yesterday. But then, suddenly, I spotted Zoa looking at us, and I immediately pulled Henry close and kissed him. When Zoa left, I pushed him back hard. Listen, I told you yesterday to stay away from me. I don't want to see your face again.
But Sarah, I swear I never cheated on you. I was just having my Coke when Zoa came out of nowhere and kissed me. I was really angry with her.
It takes 2 people to kiss, and you were one of them. So just stop lying and leave me alone, cheater. I put my fingers in my ears and walked away from him. But that night, something really strange happened. We were all asleep when we heard Zoa screaming. We ran to her room to find a boy in Zoa's room, and she was beating his butt with a stick. The boy was from our school.
Mom, I caught this thief. I caught him. Call the police. Call the media. I'm so brave. I'm a hero.
I'm not a thief. I'm Zoa's freaking boyfriend. I just came to see her and she went bonkers on me. Crazy girl. Oh, also, Sarah, she kissed her boyfriend and told me to take pictures of her doing that. He was so mad at her. In case you didn't know, your sister's a psycho.
Oh, God. Henry was telling the truth, and I hadn't believed him. The boy broke up with Zoa, jumped out the window while I turned around and pounced on her. I pulled her hair as hard as I could till Mom pulled me away. The next morning, I literally ran to school and found Henry and apologized to him. He opened his arms and we hugged each other really tight. Time passed and we graduated from school. Henry went abroad for his higher education and Zoe and I started college. Then, one day, Mom suddenly felt some pain in her chest, and after the doctor's examination, it turned out that she needed a really expensive heart surgery. This was the first time in my life that I felt scared. We didn't have enough money, so I took up a part-time job to start saving. I asked Zoa too, but she flatly refused.
I'm sorry, but a princess like me can't work. Look at my hands, so soft and delicate. I'm not spoiling them. No, you're the Tarzan of the family, the strong one. You got this, girl.
And just like that, she walked off. Just a few days later, I heard Mom screaming. I ran to her room, and she was standing in front of some empty drawers, asking me where all her jewelry had gone. I had no idea, and we marched straight to Zoa's room. She wasn't there, but a note was lying on her bed.
Mom, Sarah, my journey with you people ends here. I can't live with poor depressed people like you anymore. Mom, please make Sarah the heir of this damaged house, because I like mansions only. I'm taking all the jewelry as memories of you, Mom. Love you, but don't look for me.
Mom was completely devastated. I took her to her room and put her to sleep, but I was in despair. We were left with nothing. My salary wasn't enough for the treatment. I left home to contact some charity organization, and on my way it started raining. Just then, I saw a huge crowd gathered around on a bridge. I looked down and saw a small kitten hanging onto a log in the strong river current, and people were just standing around making videos and doing nothing. Luckily, I found a piece of rope tied to the bridge. Without another thought, I climbed down the rope and reached out for the kitten. Some people started helping me then by pulling us up, and we both landed safely. I was completely drenched in the rain, so I decided to go back home. That evening, someone rang our doorbell, and when I opened the door, I found a bunch of people with cameras and mics standing outside.
You saved a little kitten today, without caring about your own life. What would you like to say?
This girl, people, she's a hero. She makes us believe that good people truly exist. She's restored my faith and humanity.
Wait, what? What was going on? And I soon found out that people had been making videos of me saving the cat, and they'd gone viral. And before I knew it, I had become quite famous. I was in newspapers and giving interviews on news channels. I was honored by the government with a bravery reward and also given $30,000. And of course, the first thing I did was get my mom's heart surgery. It was successful, and she recovered fully in a few months. Soon after, I got an offer to participate in a really famous reality stunt show, and I accepted. Within no time, I'd become a celebrity. And now, Mom and I were rich. We were living a great life until one day someone knocked on the door. When I opened it, I was shocked to see Zoa as she tried to step inside. I blocked her path.
Where's Mom? I need her help. My boyfriend cheated on me. He made me pregnant and ran away with all my money and jewelry. I've got nothing to eat.
Are you so fat because you're pregnant again?
Oh no! Luckily I had a miscarriage, but I had lots of cravings while I was pregnant, so I gained some weight. It's nothing. I'll be back to my old shape in no time. You'll see.
Are you sure you're not pregnant?
Of course. I said so already.
Then I kicked her so hard she fell back on her butt. How dare you call her Mom? You left her when she was fighting for her life. No, you robbed her first and then left her. You're just a blood-sucking leech, Zoa, and you deserve whatever bad things come your way. Now get lost, and don't show up here again. And I slammed the door on her face. Half an hour later, the bell rang again. Oh God, this Zoa! Maybe I needed to kick her harder this time. But when I opened the door, I was shocked. It was Henry. He opened his arms and I jumped to hug him. Oh, I can't believe it's you, Henry. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too, sweetheart. And I have a really important question for you, Sarah. Will you marry me?
Oh my God, yes. 100 times yes. And then we kissed. Isn't Zach's awkwardness just adorable? What could his 1-year anniversary gift be that's got him so flustered? A diamond ring? A Birkin bag from Hermes? Or is it…
Breakup? Yeah, that's right. The word I was looking for is breakup.
What, the waffles?
Babe, I know you still love Vuittons, but I've fallen for someone else.
Seriously? 365 days in a year, and you choose our anniversary to break up and dragging some rando to a fancy restaurant. This gal doesn't need you. I could blindly pick someone way hotter than you, just so you know. No more words wasted. I need to get away from this doofus. Oof. Now there's food all over my dress and hair, but the universe decided to mess with me some more because I bumped into my first crush, Cameron. Hey peeps, I'm Kaya, a beauty and fashion YouTuber. To my 3 million followers, my life probably looks all glitz and glam. Hot boyfriend, wealthy family, and surrounded by designer stuff. But the truth? I do YouTube to fund my dream of studying fashion. You might wonder, why isn't her mom rich? Well, my mom made it clear she'd only open her wallet if I pursued business. If I chose any other field, I'd have to fend for myself. So for me, content is king, because that's the only path leading me to the New York Fashion Institute. Only my manager and best friends forever Millie knows the secret. Oh, and while I handle the content, she handles all the business stuff. And that disastrous evening happened. That jerk Zach secretly recorded our breakup and posted it online. Somehow, his unusually pea-sized brain figured out how to edit me into the villain, the video.
Thanks to all my followers, especially Amanda, my new bae. Without her, I couldn't have gotten through this tough time.
Great! Zach's new girlfriend is none other than Amanda, my arch nemesis. She managed to dig up some ancient tweets of mine and twisted them to stir up hate. Millie and I tried our best to explain and correct the situation, but we couldn't compete with that cursed couple. Within a week, the name Kya was boycotted by the entire internet, and of course, my channel lost all its sponsors, making my revenue plummet. Just then, I received my acceptance letter from the New York Fashion Institute. I couldn't even be happy about it when I saw the tuition deadline was just 2 weeks away. What do we do now, Millie? No one wants to collaborate with me.
Tough break. Your brand was tied to having a hot boyfriend, and now you've been dumped and exposed. Why don't you find a new boyfriend?
Easy, huh? You'd need to be incredibly good-looking and charismatic to salvage this mess. Find him for me and I'll leap into his arms.
Here you go. You literally ran into him.
Him?
That's Cameron, a hot TikToker who went viral for saving sea turtles. Seriously, does saving the planet need to be that attractive? This could totally work for you, Kia.
Millie, I've tried to forget that collision. Actually, Cameron is also the old crush who rejected me. Look at me running into him in such a cringy way.
Any other options? You need the money. You don't have to really love each other. Just enough interaction to be rumored as a couple could tread you right back up.
Reluctantly, I agreed. Cameron just moved to the city and now goes to my school. Game on. There's Cameron. I quickened my pace and planned to fall right towards him. But oops! And Cameron dodged to one side. No worries, just flash a confident smile.
Stop embarrassing yourself, Kaya.
He still remembers who I am. But why does he have to be so cold and cruel?
If at first you don't succeed, try again. He has soccer practice this afternoon and showing up as the caring girlfriend is just perfect.
And this time, Cameron can't ignore me. Let's go. 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2. You can do it. I love you. I see Cameron turn to look at me. Then he whispers something to his team. And then they all start glaring at me and shouting,
Get lost, stalker.
Aw, what the fudge? I'm not a stalker. The ball leaves a mark on my left cheek.
Nice one, Kaya. You're about to set a new trend with that face tattoo.
Babe, you captured that in superb quality. Crystal clear.
Oh, it's Zach! No wonder suddenly the birds stopped singing, the wind stopped blowing, and the flowers stopped blooming.
Still got a sassy mouth, huh? See if you can find a better boyfriend than me. Hey, get back here. We're not done bickering.
I don't have time to listen to that fool. Exhausted and disheartened, I head home to vent to Millie.
This mission is tougher than I thought. Now we need to make sure he doesn't drive you away.
Told you it wouldn't work. Let's find someone else, Millie.
No way! We can't give up yet. Approaching Cameron at school just gets you publicly humiliated. So how about following him after school when he's alone?
Looks like I actually have to become a real stalker. After school, I disguise myself and follow Cameron, but he's always surrounded by guards and staff.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
I can't blow my cover as Kia Taylor stalks him, so I endure the humiliation of being thrown out. Time to give up. But just then, I received an email from the Fashion Institute reminding me that I only have 10 days left to submit my application and tuition. As if on cue, I see a message from Millie about Zach's post celebrating 10 million followers with a note saying, "This should have been you, right? I can't let that jerk Zach win so easily." I decided to go to Cameron's house and wait for him. As I was wondering what to do next, a young girl with a large scar on her face came out of the house. She might be a sister. I wonder what happened to her to get that scar.
Are you playing hide and seek? I'll join.
Oh, sorry. I was just leaving.
You look familiar. Your voice sounds just like Kaya Taylor. It is you.
No point in denying it to her, so I plead with her to keep it a secret.
I can't believe it. I'm your #1 fan. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. What are you doing here anyway? Never mind, come on in. It's so exciting.
I couldn't say no. She introduces herself as Vivian and excitedly shares that she dreams of being a model because of my channel. That melts my heart. Viv eagerly shows off her catwalk skills and clothes she made herself. It's wonderful to see her so confident. Surely her family supports and loves her a lot.
What are you doing here?
She's my guest.
But I don't want her here. This is my house too.
Fearing a showdown, I sneakily make my way out, the perks of finding such a solid protector. Thanks to my regular hangouts with Vivian, I finally got a chance to chat with Cameron.
It's been a long time since I've seen Vivian talk to someone like she has to you. Not many people stick around to play with her as happily as you do. I thought you were just another snobby rich girl.
Thanks, Mr. Grumpy. Over time, Cameron and I started hanging out on our own. He told me about having to work early because his family was poor. Thanks to discovering how to make money on YouTube, he's been able to slowly help his sister chase her dream. We do have something in common then. I'm also funding my own dream through YouTube. Cameron listened intently as I talked about my family for the first time. To someone who wasn't Millie, it felt so relieving.
You never cease to amaze me. Who knew the goofy heiress who spends her family's money on designer goods could be so brave and determined?
This bravery was bought with my parents' money too. So save your praise. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? But that's even better. Cuteness helps rake in the views. Oh, during that time, Cameron started appearing regularly in my videos. As my subscriber count began to rise again and sponsorship offers started coming in, so did my hope for the future. Today, Cameron invited me to meet him at school, at such a late hour, and we even had to sneak in without turning on the lights. The painting that Cameron wants to exhibit is placed here.
If you don't like it, don't be too harsh. I really admire people who are brave enough to show who they are and relentlessly pursue their dreams, like you and Vivian.
Then what are you waiting for? You truly have talent.
Maybe it's just that I've been working for Vivian's dream for so long, I've forgotten my own.
Is Cameron about to kiss me? No, I can't do this. I don't deserve someone like him. I went back and spilled everything to Millie. Just as predicted, she gave me an earful.
Why are you backing out now? You are so close to your goal.
But I can't keep lying to him. Let's face it, Millie, the fake love plan was almost bound to fail. Without Vivian, Cameron would never have hung out with me.
Don't be so naive. Without me and that plan, you'd still be broke.
I got so obsessed with creating content and making money that I forgot to be honest with my audience. If I had been real, maybe they wouldn't have turned their backs on me so quickly. Maybe it's time we ended our partnership here, Millie. I will personally tell Cameron the truth. I hope that hearing it from me will help him understand. That means I'll have to tell him tomorrow before Millie can make a move. But the next day, as soon as I saw Cameron, I realized someone had beaten me to it. It's Zach. What is he up to now? What new trick are you pulling now?
You came just in time. We were just talking about how you only wanted to date Cameron to stop being a flop.
What? Cameron, let me explain. I was about to tell you.
So it's true what he said.
Brilliant, isn't it? I made up that story just to mess with you guys. And it actually hit the mark.
Oh my gosh, how did this happen? Cameron, I'm sorry. Please let me tell you the truth. But Cameron didn't look at me.
Thought you could get away that easily, huh? Don't think no one knows you tried to slander Kaya, so she had to act this way.
What? You knew?
Just found out.
Your friend said you needed someone to clear things up for you, so she came to me. As for you, show the public your true villainous face.
All right, your wish is my command.
Cameron!
I think it's better if we don't see each other anymore. Goodbye, Kaya.
I could only stand there as Cameron walked away heartbroken. He hates me now.
Kaya, I'm so sorry. I thought Cameron would want to defend you once he heard the whole story. But I didn't foresee this final decision.
So that was your help?
Yes, I'm still your friend, aren't he? All you ever talk about is that stupid cyber diva.
That's not true.
Yes, It Island. I feel like you're cheating on me with her.
That's ridiculous.
You don't spend enough time with me because you're too busy drooling over Rumi. She's not even real.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't say anything bad about Rumi. She's innocent.
But you know what? This is what I think of that stupid fake diva. She's not real.
Hi, my name is also Rumi. And why am I here? Because I just kind of discerned that I was the one who created this mess. You see Jinnu over there? That guy getting royally chewed out by his creepy little girlfriend? I've been crushing on him in secret for months now. And the cyber diva his girlfriend is complaining about? I might have created her too. It all started when I realized I had feelings for Jinnu a couple of months ago. I couldn't imagine telling him how I felt. He's the student council president. He's cool and popular. And I'm just a shy little nobody. I couldn't help how I felt, and eventually, my feelings had to go somewhere. Coding has always been my escape, so I decided to do some coding to make myself feel better about not being girlfriend material for Jinnu. I turned on my computer, booted up my favorite text editor, and let my feelings gush out of the keyboard as code. Besides, my crush was a huge music fan, and I couldn't sing to save my life. So naturally, I coded a singer. She was everything I thought Jinnu wanted, and also every little thing I wasn't. My mouse hovered over the delete button. I wonder what this program would run like. I created a voice bank by singing into my computer's mic and then running it through an auto-tuning program until the sound didn't make my skin crawl. Then, I compiled the program and ran it. When she loaded and appeared on my screen, it was like staring face to face with everything I wished I was. Who am I? My cheeks still burned, and I guessed they were bright red.
You're Rumi, my cyber diva.
I spent the rest of the night giving Rumi lyrics and melodies to perform. I also added sets, cameras, and a wardrobe so I could create music videos with Rumi. I had so much fun playing with Rumi that I forgot about Jinnu for a little while that night. I loved her so much that I was worried I'd lose her if my computer ever crashed. So I uploaded her to an online code repository. Luckily, people found Rumi, and someone loaded her into a cloud. Just like that, my lovely little singer was online catching complete with my songs and music videos. However, I didn't expect that one day Jinnu would like my cyber diva so much. In fact, he even stood up for Rumi and was willing to break up with his girlfriend. Back to present. Jinnu stared down at the pile of ruined Rumi posters, albums, and t-shirts and looked so sad. I ran over to him.
I have some of those things here.
Wait, you're a Rumi fan?
She's fun, isn't she?
It's great to meet another Rumi admirer.
And just like that, Jinnu finally noticed me, but for all the wrong reasons. As soon as Jinnu thought I was a Rumi fan, I became his best friend. He wanted to hang out all the time. We messaged Rumi multiple times a day, and I had to pretend chatting with my own creation wasn't creepy. We bought merch, and I had to pretend it wasn't weird to wear a t-shirt of the girl who embodied every single insecurity I had. I had to pretend her lyrics were somehow profound.
My favorite Rumi song is the one about the girl who couldn't confess her feelings to the guy she likes when he ends up with someone else. There's so much feeling in it.
Yes, that one's great.
That song made me fall in love with Rumi. It made me realize that she has feelings just like a human.
It sure seems like it.
If only she were a real person, I'd absolutely date her.
I felt a thrill of hope because suddenly I realized that I had one up on Rumi. I'm human. I'm real. I have a body. And Jinu's love for Rumi started with my song that I wrote for him. But then I couldn't bring myself to tell him. I opened my mouth, but words wouldn't come out. Later that night, I was devastated. I had the perfect opportunity, and I was too weak to take it. Rumi, talk to me.
Hello, creator. Why are you upset? I couldn't tell the guy I like how I feel, just like in our song? Yes. Could you write him a letter? A letter? Only old people do stuff like that. But you could drop it into the mailbox before you lose your courage. My hands would sweat all over the paper. What about a song? Would you be able to sing it to him? Hey, number. But you could. Rumi, could you sing the love song on my behalf for him? Let me consider. In that song, I'll share the entire story of how I brought you to life for him. And what if you sang the song at your upcoming concert? 'Cause I've desired to win Jinu's heart without interference from anyone else recently. As you wish, creator.
Jinu was thrilled that I invited him to Rumi's concert. And fortunately, he didn't question why I brought my laptop with me. I wanted to prove Rumi was my creation. After she sang the song, right before she started singing the song, my laptop and phone disconnected from her.
Jinu, I know you're my devoted fan, and I have a secret to confess. All my songs are about you, of all the people on this planet. You're my favorite. Jinu, my heart is yours.
Hearing that, Jinu was overjoyed. I had a strong hunch that at that moment, Jinu's emotions were akin to a roller coaster ride. With his heart sprinting like a marathon runner, Jinu moved toward the stage, where Rumi waited for him with open holographic arms. But I grabbed his sleeve. Suddenly, Rumi's hologram was right in front of me.
This is your doing, creator. Your desire to be loved and recognized by Jinu is written into the fiber of my being. Every line of my code resonates with that goal. But could I help you when Jinu is my reason for existing? Would you deny me my one and only happiness, Rumi? I would not. Great, would you? Don't mind. Jinu, let's go.
Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Wait for me.
But...
I watched Rumi and Jinu turn their backs on me and ascend the stage. Then they sang a duet together. On the first song I composed and leaned close to share a kiss, I felt the gaze of numerous onlookers. Fear coursed through me, and my legs wobbled. However, I recalled the memories spent with Jinu and the desire to unveil my concealed love that I had held for so long. I summoned all my courage and raised my voice.
Wait, Jinu, there's something you must know.
At that moment, I realized that if I continued to live within my comfort zone, I would forever lose Jinu. With newfound determination, I forced my feet to me, leapt onto the stage and sang a love confession song.
You did it. I knew you had it in you. And, hey, what happened? I don't understand.
Rumi called me last night and told me everything.
Rumi, what you told me seems so real. There's part of me that's fighting against this. I exist for Jinu. And why help me? Jinu was my goal. But you are my heart, Rumi real. And I wanted to see you be authentic in expressing your feelings. We came up with this plan to see if we could force a confession out of you. It's so hard for me to express how I feel. But I did, and I'm okay. I don't even know how you feel yet, Jinu, but already I'm okay.
I threw myself into coding an AI companion for Rumi, and Jinu poured his heart and soul into music and lyrics for this AI boyfriend for Rumi too. We combined our efforts and then compiled his program. We watched in fascination as Rumi and Jinu alter ego Jade met each other.
I think they like each other.
I hope so. We won't really know until they've had some time to get to know each other.
Hi, I'm Rowan, the first redhead. My dad was the governor. I always knew how lucky I was. A happy life and a loving family. My parents supported everything I loved. I still remembered when Dad ordered me a full set of paintbrushes all the way from Italy. My dream was to become a world-famous artist. Literally everyone knew that, even Iris. Ah, she's also a girl with red hair. Iris was gentle and sweet, even though kids at school could be brutal. When they found out her mom worked night shifts as a nurse, and she didn't have a dad picking her up, I still remember how Iris would laugh it off, then quietly cry in the bathroom later.
I don't get why you still hang out with me. Your life is way too different.
Because you're my friend, that's it.
I mean, Rowan, thank you. You really matter to me.
Iris already had so little, so I always tried to treat her extra kindly. She slept over at my house a lot, usually because her mom was working the night shift at the hospital.
My mom says thanks for letting me sleep here again.
And my mom said to just treat this place like your home. One night, we sat in the garden drinking warm tea while waiting for shooting stars.
Look. Oh, I wish I'd become an actress on real screens. Big ones.
And I'll be an artist with paintings. Everyone in the world knows we're gonna make it, right?
When we're famous, we won't forget each other.
Always. High school started and we grabbed attention on day 1. People recognized us.
Are you guys the Leap Day twins?
The red-haired girls.
For weeks, students kept coming up to us just to take photos with us. Iris loved it, the attention, the admiration, all of it. She smiled more and got more confident every day. Me? Whenever I could, I'd slip away to some quiet hallway or hidden corner to get lost in my paintings. That's how I found that garden. It wasn't crowded, but the flowers were beautiful. Every afternoon, I'd take my canvas there and paint whatever my heart wanted. But sometimes I felt it, like someone was watching me around. Then the attention slowly faded. People stopped talking about the redhead duo, and life went back to normal.
This sucks. It's like we don't even exist anymore.
I just laughed. Honestly, I liked the piece. One day, in the school bathroom, I overheard 2 girls talking. I wasn't really paying attention until I heard our names.
Honestly, Iris is only known because she looks like Rowan.
Exactly. Without Rowan, she's nothing. Leap Day twins, please. One's the original, the other's just a copy. I took a breath, stepped out of the stall, and looked straight at them. You don't get to talk about Iris like that. They froze, muttered some awkward apology, and rushed out. Thank goodness Iris didn't hear. My fragile best friend did not deserve that. That afternoon, my art teacher asked me to stay after class. She smiled and slid an envelope toward me.
This is an exchange program in Italy. They only accept a few students every year. You should think about it.
My hand shook as I opened it. I read it again and again just to make sure it was real. An art school in Italy. It felt like my dream was finally being seen. When I walked out, Iris was waiting. I thought she'd smile, scream, freak out with me like best friends do. But instead, her face slowly fell.
If you leave, I don't think I can handle it.
Those words hit way harder than I expected. We'd once promised each other under the stars that our future always included both of us. And yeah, I only had one best friend. Opportunities would come again if I was really good enough. So in the end, I turned the offer down. In the days after that, I kept going back to the garden to paint. That's when I realized I wasn't alone. Through the ivy, I caught someone watching me, a really good-looking guy. Sketchbook on his lap, pencil moving slowly, and trying terribly hard not to look embarrassed that I noticed.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I come here to draw too.
What are you drawing? He hesitated, then turned the sketchbook around. You drew me?
I'm sorry I didn't ask first. I just liked how calm you looked, like you forgot the whole world even existed.
I thought I'd be mad or call him a creep or something, but instead I laughed. Jeez Louise, I'd never even thought of myself as pretty like that. I'm Rowan.
You can call me Elliot.
We sat there for a while, talking about art, somehow totally in sync. Then we talked about everything else. Little by little, that garden became our spot. I smiled every time I knew I'd see him. My heart felt lighter around him.
You've been smiling a lot lately. That's weird.
I told Iris about the garden and about Elliot because that's what best friends do, right? She listened at first, then frowned.
Are you sure he really likes you? I mean, guys like that usually aren't serious.
Elliot's not like that.
People who pay that much attention, they are never simple. Just be careful, okay? I don't want you hurt.
She squeezed my hand. I smiled back. Maybe she was right. I didn't even know Elliot that well yet. A few days later, Iris asked me to walk home so we could stop for ice cream. Halfway there, she suddenly froze.
Wait, look.
I followed her gaze, and my chest heightened. On the other side of the street, Elliot was carrying a girl on his back. Her arms were loosely around his shoulders. Her head rested against his neck.
Rowan, look at them. I didn't want to say anything before, but I had a bad feeling.
After that, I avoided him everywhere. There was no reason to talk to him anymore. One afternoon, in an empty hallway, someone grabbed my shoulder and turned me around. Elliot.
Why are you avoiding me? What did I do wrong?
I saw you with your girlfriend. You were carrying her.
She wasn't my girlfriend, just a stranger who got hurt. She asked me for help.
He's totally gonna lie. Trust me. He'll say he was just helping someone in need. No guy ever admits the truth. Stay sharp.
And Rowan, I should tell you, Iris texted me. She flirted with me. She knows about us. And
Stop. He looked right into my eyes, waiting. My mind spun. Iris had been my best friend for 17 years. And Elliot, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I went back to spending time with Iris like before. From the outside, nothing changed. But the easy happiness I once felt around her was gone. Then something wild happened. A TV network wanted to make a teen movie inspired by the red-haired Leap Day girls. They wanted me and Iris to play twins.
Please.
But my first instinct was to say no. That life wasn't mine.
This is my dream, to be an actress on big screens.
For a second, I thought about my art dream, the one I'd already sacrificed. But the joy in her eyes made me feel selfish for even hesitating. I had to support her, right? The audition took place in a real studio, and Iris was shaking with excitement. They gave us the script right before we went in. I skimmed it and frowned. The scene they wanted was a fight between the twins.
We want it to feel real. Don't hold back.
We started acting. Iris's voice trembled like she was really emotional. Then it happened. She slapped me. It wasn't in the script. The slap was hard. My cheeks burned hot. The whole studio went silent.
Amazing. So real.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rowan, I didn't mean to hit that hard. I was just acting.
Everyone laughed it off. The director looked thrilled. I nodded quietly, but I was the only one who saw her eyes at that moment. Cold, jealous, almost hungry. I couldn't recognize my best friend. The movie went ahead anyway. Months later, it premiered and blew up. Interviews, headlines, red carpets, everything hit at once. Iris was over the moon. She stepped forward a little more, answered first, glowed under the lights like a real star, and I was happy for her. The movie premiere press conference was loud and chaotic, with fans screaming and cameras flashing non-stop. A reporter pushed his mic forward from the crowd.
Iris, how do you feel about people saying you're just Rowan's shadow?
It was such a rude question. At first, I thought Iris would just ignore it.
I guess people don't really know what it feels like.
The room went quiet. Only the sound of cameras kept clicking.
I grew up. Poor kids at school made fun of me. They said I was just a copy.
That must have been really hard for you. Owen's shadow?
Yeah, I went through everything alone, and honestly, if I hadn't been strong enough, I don't think I'd even be here today.
I looked at Iris and shook my head slightly, silently begging her to stop, just for a second and remember us. Somehow, she erased me and my family from her past. She denied every bit of love we gave her. And just like that, I became the villain in her story. Her tears suddenly made everything crystal clear. Iris had been jealous for a long time. She was craving what I had, wanting me pushed down so she could rise. But I still stayed quiet. I stood up to leave. Then someone grabbed my hand. Elliot again.
Iris, I think you're only telling half the truth.
His voice was calm and steady, the way someone speaks when they've seen the whole picture. He talked about what really happened. The manipulation, the slow collapse of a friendship that once felt genuine but had been eaten away by jealousy.
Liar.
She lunged at him, yelling. Her face twisted with anger, and people rushed in to hold her back. Watching her struggle like that, I knew there was nothing left to save. A year later, the red-haired duo had quietly disappeared from the media. Iris moved back in with her mom, returning to the life she'd tried so hard to escape. Her dream didn't end because of poverty. It ended because jealousy had hollowed her out from the inside. The door swung open, and I couldn't help smiling when I saw his face.
Rowan, my love, I think it's time you moved somewhere new, just for us.
Where? Elliot set 2 envelopes on the table in front of me.
Italy.